Pikachu.
What are you talking about? I'm gonna say, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're gonna steal Ash's Pikachu, Don. That's what you do. That's like your thing.
That's not what I do. I'm not Team Rocket.
Yeah, you're a little bit Team Rocket.
No.
Like, just a small bit. Chat, can y'all hear us? Is stream working? I think it is. Hi, chat room. Welcome back to podcast. We'll have a debate next week, a pretty fun one, but I got lazy and I just wanted to talk about some matchups. Specifically, we have retro video game matchups, chat room. Did I come up with this theme or did you?
I don't remember.
Well, one of us came up with the theme of retro matchups.
Yeah.
So, we're starting off. We don't even have a fucking matchup. It's a character, Bug from Bug, which is, I guess, Don's.
Oh, what's up? It's me, Bug from Bug on the Sega Saturn. What's up?
God. Okay, Bug. Why should use you on Realm of Gods?
You should use me on Realm of Gods because I'm one of the first 3D platforming games ever made. And I got a pretty good soundtrack, and I even got a sequel.
Do you have anything more than a sequel?
Yeah, I got pretty good reviews.
I mean, like, do you only have 2 games?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that'd be pretty simple to research. Who's, like, the one for you, Bug? Who's, like, the matchup? Who's the main one?
Buck Bumble.
Buck Bumble? Okay. Is Buck Bumble cool, or is he lame?
Buck Bumble's fucking awesome, man.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I guess we can use Bug on Realm of Gods. Seems like a pretty easy thing to research. Anyway, moving on to fucking shit. My ex-girlfriend versus DigDug. DigDug's pretty awesome.
Veronica Santana. Why did someone Pomni react to this?
Yeah, this sucks. Rick Taylor versus Luther Strode.
I like Rick Taylor. I would like to use Splatterhouse, but this is by far not the Splatterhouse matchup. I'd also rather not focus on the reboot. I think including it is fine. But I personally think the original Splatterhouse that's more like Jason Voorhees, like early slasher film inspired, is more fun.
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool to do like Rick Taylor versus The Mask is pretty cool.
I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I don't know much about Splatterhouse, but I think Rick Taylor looks cool. I think he'd be fun. Yeah. I don't know, what is Luther Strode even from?
It's fucking. I think it's just a series called Luther Strode.
Well, I don't fucking know anything about him.
He's a professional killer man, I think.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about some good fucking matchups. Ryu versus Scorpion. Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. Ecto's favorite series.
Well, see, this matchup is pretty neat, but what if we use their rivals instead?
Cause you're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you're
no. Yes, then you're no. You're in, then you're out.
You're up, and you're down. Okay, yeah. I mean, I think this is pretty good. I thought the death... Yeah, is the death battle good? I haven't seen it in a while. I remember it. Like,
the death battle's decent. It covers them well enough. The big thing is just that, like, by the metrics they gave them, I don't think the conclusion is correct. Because they basically said, Ryu has a way to kill Scorpion permanently, but Scorpion's a ninja, so he wins.
Well, that's about right. That's about what we'd say.
Yeah.
I think it'd be worth talking about this one again. I think Ryu and Scorpion have come a long way since their death battle, and I think you could do something more like modern with them. I think the bigger issue with MK right now is just because they have the reboot timeline, and you wouldn't like the Scorpion, and that's weird because it's a different fucking character outright.
Yeah.
But I like focusing on like SF6 Ryu versus MK11 Scorpion would be kind of cool. I think it'd be fun. But obviously there's their goated rivals in which you have Ken versus Sub-Zero, in which, you know, Peak, Fire and Ice, Peak.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Bubsy versus Gex.
Finally some good fucking food. Finally, something
what the
actually
fuck?
good.
Why don't I have permission to send messages in the submissions channel?
I locked the submissions chat because nobody kept fucking submitting ideas that weren't a part of the actual thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you locked me specifically out because I submitted
I'll open
Bug.
it later, but you know. What is there to say about Bubsy and Gex that have not been said already on the internet?
Yeah, it's pretty based. I'm almost certain a couple other shows have done it already, though.
Has any other shows done Bubsy versus Gex?
I think. I could do a quick little interweb search.
I'm actually curious if somebody else did Bubsy versus Gex. I need to know.
Let's go to YouTube
Bubsy versus
and
Gex.
look up.
Oh, Limit Break. Limit Break did it.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, y'all. Limit Break did it, so we can't do it.
Yep. Someone re-uploaded Fight Only. Yeah, I guess we could do Bubsy versus Gex then, I suppose.
I mean, this Limit Break is 7 years old.
Yeah, there's been so much new content.
There's so
for
much
Gex
new
and
content
Bubsy
for Bubsy.
since
You
then.
got the Woolies Wool back in the other game, and then you got the Gex remastered trilogy.
It's not real. That didn't happen.
That did happen.
No, it fucking didn't.
There's a Gex remaster, like a collection. Like they ported everything. to
Fucking
modern consoles.
hold on.
I know it happened because Scott the Waz did a fucking like promotional thing for it.
What the fuck? Gex remastered. Oh, that's where this renders from even. Okay.
Yeah. See?
Egg on my face.
Fake Gex head. Fake Gex head. He doesn't understand anything about fucking Gex. Fake fan. Can everybody fucking hate on Donovan in chat because he doesn't know anything about Gex? Don's probably a slut for Bubsy, for all we know.
I'm not. It's not true. Basically. I think that's about anyway.
Okay, anyway. Chris Albane versus Zero. Again, we don't know anything about Cress.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know who Cress is. You can submit him all you want. I have a Tails game to look through already.
A little bit, yeah. And I'm sorry to say, I don't think Zero needs another episode.
Yeah, we need a third Zero episode. We need it.
We need another Zero episode, like we didn't already do a pretty fine analysis of him beforehand. That's our thoughts. Buck Bumble versus A Worm.
From Worms?
From Worms.
What the hell?
Well, we already established the one for Buck Bumble
versus Bug is the one. Yeah.
It's a battle of bugs.
What the fuck is Ukulele doing there? That's not right.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that. Why is Ukulele there?
Oh, and Goat Simulator's there too, and the fucking the Payday clown mask, and like, what is that, Jetpack Joyride? I don't know what the bottom right one is.
No, that's Skibbity Toilet.
Is that Skibbity Toilet? I don't think it is.
I think that's Skibbity Toilet.
At the bottom right?
I think so.
What's it? All right.
But I don't know.
And then I assume that's a Rocket League car at the top.
Yeah, why are all these characters with Bug Bumble, or not with fucking Worm?
With Worm, yeah. I don't know. Maybe you'll get a Worms episode someday. It depends on if there's a fucking badass and based enough Worms matchup.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. You know, as Soul says, he needs Worm and versus. So, you know. Mike Jones versus Ninten from Star Tropics and Mother.
I mean, I've heard decent things about Star Tropics. I don't know.
I've never heard of Star Tropics until today. I've never heard of it.
It's like a adventure game on the NES where you play as a dude with like a baseball bat and a yo-yo and stuff. If you've ever fucking visited Nitro Rad's channel, he talks about it a lot. And I mean, Nintendo's fine, probably. I haven't finished Mother 1. The only one I've completed is Mother 3. But I don't know. I just don't know if this is a matchup we could do much justice, or if there's really a lot to work with.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what the fuck Star Tropics is. Mother would be cool, but I feel like we've been beaten to the punch with like Earthbound, and that's like the main one I'd want to cover. I guess we could do Lucas, but I don't know who he'd fight.
I love the guy reacting to all of these in real time as we get to them.
Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, Donkey Kong versus Banjo and Kazooie. I was about to say Crash Bandicoot. That's not Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, no, it's not him.
DK. Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong would be cool, and so would BanjoKazooie. I don't know. I feel like anything that could be said about these two together could also be said about Conquer, because is the connection here not just
Rare?
They had a collectathon on the N64 made by Rare, because that's also what Conquer is.
But why not do Conquer versus Shrek?
No, that's okay.
What?
I don't necessarily need to see piss versus fart.
What? Don't be fucking ridiculous.
Despite how often I suggest it, no, that's okay.
I think Banjo and Kazooie would be fun just because I like the first game. That's all I played, and Donkey Kong is goated. Play Bonanza.
Gonna have them against exploded Yuka and Laylee.
No Yuka and Laylee. Samus versus Doom Guy.
No, that's okay.
Guys, Death Battle did a Doomslayer analysis not even like a year ago. It's like less than. It's like a few months. I think we'll be okay.
And it was okay.
Like, I wouldn't say Doomslayer had the problems with that episode, y'all. I'm sorry to say.
It definitely was not the worst analysis, but it still missed out on a couple of things. Samus is overdue for a better Versus episode, though. Not that Boba Fett versus Samus 1 or 2 are, like, atrocious or anything, but they're so dated.
They are old, yeah. And I like Samus a lot. I really love Metroid. I don't know if I want to feed her to Doom Guy. That's about the extent of my thoughts. Yeah,
that's about right. Yeah, because I know both of us like Samus. We'd like to use Samus. Maybe that could be a future matchup discussion.
Yeah, like a whole stream talking about Samus. Yeah, I think it'd be fun, worth it. X versus Cosmos.
I mean, admittedly, I don't know much about Xenosaga, but I get the general gist of this. It could potentially be neat. I don't necessarily want to see X get stomped by fucking Outer Versal or however fucking strong Xeno shit gets. Not calling the series shit, but it's like Xenosaga, Xenogears, Xenoblade. I think all share a cosmology. And there are just other X matchups in general that I find more interesting, but I don't think this is a bad alt. I definitely like it more than some of his other ones.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't care for Cosmos. X is cool though. I feel like the bigger problem with X right now is just we've done 2 episodes about Mega Man X. Why don't we talk about something else from the Mega Man franchise as a whole and not just X?
Maybe. Maybe someday.
Lindis versus Sakura.
Well, the main issue I would point to here is as cool as Lindis is, she does not have a giant robot that she pilots like Sakura does. That's kind of her main thing. Like, I'm sure a sword fight between the two would be kind of cool, but I feel like Fire Emblem and Sakura Wars are kind of two different ends of tactical RPGs. That said, I wouldn't be opposed to another Fire Emblem episode on the show, and Sakura Wars in general seems like a pretty interesting series to deep dive. The main issue is that most of the games have not been localized. I don't know how many of them have been fan translated, so I don't know how feasible the series is to research. If we have any Sakura Wars fans in the audience, please let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the extent of I can say on either. Sir Arthur versus Sir Daniel. Okay, now we're talking some good fucking ideas, chat. Sir Daniel is my goat. I only know him from PlayStation All Stars, but he's goofy.
What is this fucking ghoul lingering behind Daniel?
I didn't even catch. Yeah, who the fuck is this?
Oh, there's a ghoul behind Arthur too.
Is fucking Granny? Is that Granny in the background?
It looks like Granny and like fucking Hercule Satan.
Yeah.
But no, this matchup's pretty neat.
Yeah, I think Sir Arthur is interesting just because I know both of these characters from like, crossover fighting games, but I think Medieval would be fun. I probably should check it out. And I don't know anything about Ghosts and Goblins. You probably would. You're Ghosts and Goblins core.
Thanks.
Well,
well, I mean, you say that. I'm a pretty big fan of Demon's Crest, which / Gargoyle's Quest, which is a spin-off. So, yeah, in a way.
Arthur seems cool. Sir Daniel's my goat though. That's who I'm there for.
That's fair.
Jaro versus Gooey.
Who the fuck is Jaro?
He's the like one mini Starro I think that gets like taken in by Batman and he becomes a Robin, I think. Is that the same one? Am I thinking of the same one, chat? Where it's like Robin.
I guess I can see the connection then, but there's got to be funnier for Gooey like Soma Cruz.
I feel like off the top of my head, you want to do Gooey versus Slime from
I mean, they kind of just look similar. Slimes are also like an entire species. Gooey's just that thing.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. They just look similar. That's like always been the thing. It's like, oh, you just do Gooey versus the slime because they look similar. Wario versus Shadow. We need a third Shadow episode.
We need it. We need it.
Just like Death Battle needs a fourth Shadow episode.
See, the thing is, I really like this matchup on paper. We don't need a third Shadow episode. We really don't.
We'll do somebody else from Sonic, y'all. Wario's funny though. He did lose to Santa Claus in the GGM, but you know, what if we make it like not composite? Like we composite both, and we don't make it equalized, so we see who actually wins. Maybe Wario will actually win. Typical. Maybe Wario will actually win. I hope Adam's still in chat just so he feels bad about it. I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah, we're good. We don't need Wario again. I'm sorry, y'all. Cell versus Sephiroth. FCC did it like a month ago. And then at this point, bro, I don't want to ever touch Cell. His major like a matchup is Metal Sonic, and the fan battle got pretty fucking heated when people thought the verdict was wrong. And
I mean, Metal Sonic probably kicks his shit in.
That's probably where I does. I agree, but like people got pretty hostile about that.
Because like at this point, he can access Neo Metal Sonic with like a Chaos Emerald, right? I don't think that's non-standard if every Sonic character can get all 7 of them. And Neo Metal Sonic just did keep up with Super Sonic, and Super Sonic just far fucking surpasses where the Cell saga was.
Like Sephiroth is cool, but I don't know. FCC did it, y'all. Why would we do it? FCC did it.
There's also like Cell has so many fucking matchups and none of them sound all that interesting. Cell's also high-key pretty overrated because like people remember, I guess, either the Kai dub or they remember Abridged, and that makes him more charismatic than he is in the manga. That's how I consume Dragon Ball. He's a little boring there. Sephiroth has this thing where like you can fucking stat stomp Sephiroth as much as you want. This dude has like 50 boobillion hacks, and like all of them are just gonna make him win either way. So
fucking boobillion. Yeah, that's about the extent. I feel like Final Fantasy would be fun to cover. I don't know if I want to talk about 7 specifically.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mario versus Popeye. I do like this idea. I do like it. I get it.
Yeah,
but
it's neat.
But I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. I get it, but at the same time, it does feel like a little weird.
It does. It feels like the connection also kind of ends at, did you know Mario's original appearance was supposed to be Popeye?
Did you know? Did you know? Did you know gaming?
Did you know Donkey Kong was actually supposed to be Bluto, but they're like, hey, well, he's kind of a gorilla, so actual gorilla.
My dog's going crazy. Hold on. You talk while I fucking fix it.
Hey guys, it's me, Popeye the Sailor Man, here to tell you why I epically own Super Mario. Super Mario may be infinite multiversal, but did you know I have bested creatures not only from the 7th dimension, but the 8th as well, making me 8-dimensional in scale. Meanwhile, you can only argue Mario to be roughly 5-dimensional in scale. Therefore, I win. I also
no,
epically
wrong. I win.
out-attack and blitz him.
I'm Mario.
No, you don't. No, you don't, Mario.
I'm Mario. I win.
I eat me spinach, you're gone.
That's not Popeye. That's Cleveland. That is not fucking Cleveland. Nero asked if Ecto if you can come to VC. Can Nero come to VC, Ecto? Is he let in?
Oh, yeah, Nero could come to VC if he'd like to.
Okay. Meet Tsurugi versus Maru.
I fucking love this one. Samurai Showdown, for people who don't know me very well, is one of my favorite video game franchises. It is my second favorite fighting game franchise after Street Fighter. I love Sam's show. I would love to talk about Sam's show to any capacity on this show. And this matchup in particular is pretty badass. They've even met before in Soul Calibur 6. Soul Calibur is also pretty cool. I would like to cover it sometime. I don't have as much to say about it as Sam's show, though.
Seems like a very interesting samurai battle. That's about all I could say. I don't know either very well, but I think it would be fun, especially if there's passion for it. Soul Calibur Samurai. Sam's show doesn't even have like a major versus episode, does it? I don't think it does.
I'm sure there's at least one with like Nakaruru in it because she's kind of popular, or like a 1-minute melee style, just like fight animation or some shit. But yeah, I don't think any like a major versus show has used it to a notable extent.
Yeah. So I mean that enough alone makes sense to me. Like yeah, we could.
Game show also has Biken from Guilty Gear in it, so that's kind of base.
Yeah. Captain Commando versus Captain Falcon.
I think Captain Commando would be funny to use. I don't think Captain Falcon is the matchup though, because they sure have Captain in their name.
Yeah.
And
Captain
I guess
Commando is interesting because I know fucking nothing about him outside of people really don't like the reboot, and that was using MVCI. That's about it. I don't know anything about Captain Commando. Captain Falcon's cool though. F-Zero's fun. That's a fun game.
You're thinking of Bionic Commando.
Oh wait, that's a different guy.
Yeah. So you're kind of on the right track. Bionic Commando was I forget which team, but they also worked on some other big fucking project. In the comments or chat, let me know. Is about a dude who fights Nazis and has a robot arm, and then in the reboot, his arm is his deceased wife, and that version of the character got into MVC3 and Infinite. Captain Commando is from an old beat-em-up game, and his name shortened is Capcom. He was going to be like their poster boy, and he showed up in a couple of commercials and comics and stuff. He was famously in MVC 1 and 2, but he has not shown up in MVC since then. So kind of like Captain Falcon, he's probably more known for the crossover.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know who the fuck that is. Well, what the connections are for Captain Commando and Captain Falcon? Oh god, it's Nero. Hi, Nero. What? Okay, hold on. I may recapture the audio.
What?
Like he died like mid Captain Commando info dump.
Damn. Sorry,
Oh,
chat.
ruh-roh.
I didn't know. Well, maybe it was a twist of fate because I don't want to listen to fucking Captain Commando lore dump again. Well, Brandon was damning him. Brandon was damning the go-to connections. What's up, Nero? Bye, Nero. This seems cool. I think Captain Falcon's fun. I like F-Zero. That's the extent of my thoughts. Firebrand versus Kid Dracula. Now Dawn. Now Dawn. Oh my god. The screen captures died again. Hold on. This thing hates me. OBS hates me today. Okay,
My name is
fuck it. Forget. We like
tried
Captain
to
Commando versus
record-
Captain Falcon. That's the extent of what I'm gonna fucking say. Because if I do anything else, it's just gonna die. Firebrand versus Kid Dracula. What do we think?
Firebrand's pretty fucking based. I love Demon's Crest. I like the first two Gargoyles Quest games. Kid Dracula seems pretty neat from what I have heard. I haven't played it personally. No, I played a little bit of it. TLDR, the sort of rivalry comparison that exists between Castlevania and Ghosts and Goblins, these are the spin-off platformers about side characters. Fun fact, Kid Dracula, technically Alucard.
Wait, Kid Dracula is a Castlevania character?
Yeah, it's a Castlevania spin-off.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's Alucard.
Fuck it, so Firebrand versus Alucard, that's the matchup.
Yeah.
Firebrand's
Which I love Firebrand, so I'd be happy to use him in general. We got to do Firebrand versus Gargoyle. Please.
We could do a good matchup, like Firebrand versus Onaga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No Onaga. I don't want to use him.
what about Gargos versus Onaga? Cut Firebrand out. You know, cut the middleman.
I don't want to use Onaga. No.
Why? Okay. Mario versus Link.
This Mario render fucking sucks.
Well, it's Brawl versus Melee. I think that's Melee, or it's SoCal.
I don't know what that Link render is from. No, I know that's Mario's Brawl model, but what is this fucking pose he's doing?
Mario. Mario.
He goes, yeah, I'm gonna show this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wait till I
fucking
hit him
kill
with my
Link.
hammer.
I'm gonna fucking kill Link.
No, I mean, I get it. I get the matchup, but no. Also, what a fucking foregone conclusion. Mario pushes his shit in so hard.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like Mario. At this point we probably should do a Mario episode because everybody wants us to do Mario. I don't think Link's the one. I think Link would be fun.
Oh,
though.
Project M Link. Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon. Captain Underpants versus Boogerman. Does this even fucking fall under the category we were talking about? Is Boogerman a video game?
Yeah, Boogerman's a video game from back on the SNES. He also made a guest appearance in Clay Fighter.
Fucking Boogerman. No, give me the lore
Yeah,
dump
he's
on Boogerman.
Boogerman.
Who the fuck is Boogerman?
He was made during, like, the 90s gross out era that, like, fucking Garbage Pail Kids and shit was popular in. And, I think it was the same team who ended up making Clay Fighter. I think that's why he made a guest appearance alongside, Earthworm Jim. He's from that same era. He's got booger-related superpowers and, like, farts and stuff, and he can, like, shoot boogers.
So this is just a U-Core character. This is just you.
No, I wouldn't consider myself especially booger core.
I would. Captain Underpants is pretty base, though. Fun fact, and a little bit of a lore dump from me. Back when we first started, me and Dormanos first started Realm of Gods, one of the ideas I kept pitching to do, but we couldn't because we didn't have the money or the resources for it, was Captain Underpants versus Word Girl, and I still really like that idea. I think Word Girl would be fun.
I think that's funny.
Fucking... We did not need a Boogerman versus episode. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, we need it. We need it.
it.
Yes, you get it.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Confirmed. Anyway, moving on. Metal Sonic versus Soundwave.
I get it, but I also don't care particularly.
Metal Sonic got a pretty fine fan battle, I guess. I mean, I think the verdict's probably wrong, but at least his coverage is pretty good. And he's in the death battle. Metal Sonic doesn't need more versus episodes, y'all. He doesn't do that much.
He's in Bowser versus Eggman, and he's like the MVP of that. So.
Like if you just want cool fucking Metal Sonic raw aura farming moments, go watch Bowser vs. Eggman. That probably does more with him than fucking we would ever do. My only experience with Soundwave is that fucking one of our researchers has like Mexican Soundwave or whatever.
My main experience is a fucking meme that's like a bunch of like old like unhinged Twitter posts from some like Twitter account, and it's them like vocoded to some shit, and it's Soundwave saying them like, "If your pussy don't smell like a wet monkey scalp, I don't want it."
Fucking okay. Pac-Man versus Bomberman.
This shit rocks. I fucking love this matchup. We talked about this a little bit in the Aral stream. Because we figured out that Bomberman versus Aral isn't anything and doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I like this.
This matchup is fucking... This one's cool.
They're maze runners.
Yeah, they're maze runner. They can multiply. They can get big. They got a bunch of powers. They got shoes.
They got shoes.
They got shoes.
Most characters have shoes, Don.
I don't know.
Fuck.
Ew.
Excuse me. Star-Lord versus Samus.
Nah.
Yeah. Captain America versus BJ Blazkowicz.
Blazkowicz.
Wolfenstein's funny.
Yeah. Wolfenstein is funny. I don't know how this matchup would go. But I think there are other Captain America matchups that seem a little more interesting.
I want Steve to win a fight. That's all I want. Can Steve win an episode, please? Can Steve win something?
He should try not being human level.
Robot Master Battle Royale. I have no fucking clue who would win this. So this is your fucking...
Specifically Mega Man 2.
Yeah, specifically Mega Man 2. You know, if Brandon's around and wants to DM you his thoughts too, I'm sure he likes Mega Man 2. But I have no fucking clue.
I mean, I like Mega Man 2. Like, no, Mega Man Classic is one of my goated video game series. I mean, I guess the main things to consider is that Quickman is probably the fastest, but flat. Well, everyone counters each other to some extent. Quickman, I think, is stated to be able to move like twice the speed of light, or like 5 times the speed of light in like the manga or some shit like that. Metal Man's blades, I'm pretty sure, can just cut through any of the other ones here. And Flashman's time stopping fucks up Quickman, I think, by just halting his momentum. That said, I don't know how good Flashman is offensively. I think I would probably put my bets on Metal Man by merit of, like, Quickman is the next biggest threat, but I think Flashman would fuck him over, and then he would be, like, completely just shit on. Yeah, the Metal Blade probably is the difference maker here, because it could be thrown in, like, fucking any direction. It's got better damage per ammo. I would probably just put it on Metal Man, yeah.
Well, there you go. You have an in-depth explanation of why Don thinks he'd win. This is funny, though. I don't know. That's funny. I don't know if we need more Mega Man Royales on YouTube, but, you know, I get it. It's funny. Raid Herschel versus Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, again, we don't know Tails, chat. We...
Also... I'm so sick of fucking Glup Shido JRPG protagonist versus Sonic the Hedgehog. That is a genre of thumbnail that I see all the fucking time. And I'm like, I'm sure your JRPG is fucking awesome. I'm sure the character's super cool. I don't care about seeing them fight Sonic. I would rather see Sonic fight someone else, and I'd rather probably see them fight another RPG protagonist or like an anime character or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, Aqua? Well?
Yeah. Sorry. Hold on. I got it.
Well?
Yeah. The bigger thing is just like you can't really put like it's like putting Mario next to fucking Glup Shido from like a random RPG. Like you can't. It's a different like sense of scale and like where they are and like what their characters are and like what they represent. Like I don't know. It's like putting Mickey Mouse next to fucking Lincoln Loud. It's like okay. Okay, they are cartoons, but you know, that again, we just don't know fucking Tails, chat. We quit suggesting Tails. We don't know it, or like explain to us what it is about Tails we should like look into. I don't know. Okay, this is one I can actually talk about a little bit. Warrior of Light versus Aleph. So I'm assuming this is the first Dragon Quest protagonist and the first Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I think that's fun.
Correct.
It's like the big.
I think specifically these images used for the comparison in the thumbnail, it's like sell the vibe pretty well.
Yeah, and I do want to get more to Dragon Quest. I did get the 3 remake, and I got somewhat into it. I never finished it, but I don't know. I think it'd be fun. I think this is like a way we can explore Final Fantasy without just looking at 7, and I think it'd be interesting and kind of fun. I'm not really sure who would win either, just because like both are so old games.
I know a lot of people argue that Dissidia is canon to all of Final Fantasy. I think for the sake of this, we probably wouldn't count it to be.
I probably would just focus on like their first games, like just cut it off and be like, well, let's look purely at their first games and see who would win. I think that'd be fun. That's probably one of the more interesting ones. That's really fun. This encapsulates like the idea of like retro gaming to me. Like that's cool. That's a cool idea. The guys from Metal Slug versus the guys from Contra.
I think in general, Metal Slug versus Contra is a cool combination. I think Marco versus Bill Reiser by itself is pretty cool. I would like to use Metal Slug and Contra. Especially because I know some of the lore in later games gets kind of fucking wacky. Like, I think Bill Reiser ends up getting framed for, like, a terrorist attack on the White House or some shit and goes on the lam, like, disguised as, like, a fucking time-traveling, like, space military guy.
Okay.
And, like, both of them just have, like, fucking insane visuals, like H.R. Geiger shit and aliens, and... I think it's fun. They're also like the side-scrolling like run and gun game.
Yeah, I get it. I get the comparison. Yeah. I think that'd be fun. My bigger issue is just I've not played either, and I don't know either.
We should figure out a way that we can set it up so we can play some Metal Slug or Contra, because that seems like the type of game that like you could probably get it up and running like online, like Parsec or some shit.
That sounds about right. We should probably do that. That'd be fun. Billy Kid versus kooky. Falco. He's kooky. Okay, so I really, really like Billy. I like Zenless a lot. I think that'd be fun. What? Fucking, this isn't Zenless, Billy Kid. This is Kinniku Man? It's not even the right fucking character. It's not even the right character.
But no, Falco's from Kinniku Man and Billy Kid's from Saint Seiya. Totally.
I just noticed this too. Wait,
I think no. Hold on. Is this shade at someone specifically? I won't name names, but
am I being fucking duped? I'm just gonna talk about. I'm not talking about the thumbnail because I'm not fucking. I don't know either of these super well. I don't fucking care.
No, because the connections definitely are applying to Falco and Billy Kid.
Yeah. I get it though. I think Billy Kid's really cool.
Yeah, Billy's cool. I don't know if Falco's the one for him though.
Okay,
Fucking
Falco's
insane,
funny. 'Cause
insane sneak if that's what I think it is.
Falco is funny just because I remember when I had an esports class in high school, and I'd play Smash with a guy, and my Falco would piss him the fuck off. So through that alone, it'd be really funny to talk about Falco. That's the extent of my thoughts, though. I don't really get the comparison super much. Outside of like, yeah, they're mercenaries, but I think it's fun. It's funny. Shovel Knight versus DigDug. This got a fucking insane blog not that long ago.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I got like a blog, and I think DigDug won. I think. I might be wrong though.
Honestly, it sounds kind of funny.
It is, yeah. I mean, I get the general comparison like makes sense. Like, yeah.
Like blue guy who digs, but also that's kind of a funny comparison. I kind of like that. Also, I love DigDug. Of like the big three classic Namco arcade games between Pac-Man, Galaga, and DigDug, DigDug is by far the one that has my heart. I love DigDug. And Shovel Knight's pretty cool.
I love
like
Shovel Knight. So there you go. That's like a me versus Don.
I haven't played it in a long time because I own it on the Wii U and I'm lending my Wii U to my friend so you can play Skylanders, but...
Based?
Yo, holy shit.
Wait, I just saw what's next. Bug versus Mort the Chicken. Who the fuck is
okay.
Mort the Chicken?
Full transparency, I have no idea what the fuck Mort the Chicken is.
This character was made up.
Let me do a quick Google search. Hold on.
Fucking Mort the Chicken.
Mort the Chicken.
This character is made up. This character doesn't fucking exist.
A platform video game developed by American Studio and now and published by Crave Entertainment for the PS1. Hold on.
Bradster made this character up. They made a fake Wikipedia article. This character doesn't exist.
Mort is featured in the 2023 game Pizza Tower as a power-up in the stage Fun Farm. He has a fucking cameo in Pizza Tower? Oh, apparently they had permission to use the character from the fucking creators. That's funny. So this is just some random fucking, like, PS1 platformer. Where you play as a chicken. Does he have like a fucking sticky hand for like a waddle on his head? Every time Mort takes a hit, Cube steal a chick from Mort and imprison it. Wait, what? Oh, the comb on his head can be used as a whip. Yes. Okay, so he does have like a fucking stretchy hand for the little doodle on his head. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, Bug versus Mort the Chicken. Why not?
Fuck no. Fuck no. Deconfirmed.
What?
I get it. Imitator versus Ditto. They imitate things.
Next.
Dr. Neo Cortex versus Dr. Edgar Zambas. I like Cortex. This one's fun. I like this one. I think I like Cortex versus Nefarious more, but I think
that's fair.
I think Zambas is fun. Is it about the
Luigi versus Shaggy? I get it. I like the comparison. I don't know how to make the fight work without it feeling like here's Luigi as he would typically fight doing Luigi things versus here's Shaggy with some random shit he used in some obscure movie.
A little bit. I think you can get away with that. Like, you got away with it in Scooby Courage, but because both are like cartoonish stuff. But like here, I can't really imagine that and like working the same way. And I'm gonna be honest.
It's like there definitely is a cartoonish aspect to Luigi, and you could probably have him do some like goofy slapstick stuff. But he also has like regular power-ups and weapons and shit that Shaggy just doesn't super play off of.
Dynamically, I can't really imagine it working super well either, because like Luigi's mainly like a physical fighter. Shaggy isn't a physical fighter. Outside of multiverses, like his main thing is running away. That him and Scooby's thing is like the cowardly like slapstick. It's not the same thing as like an actual fight in Mario. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been kind of completely turned off of the idea just because I actually like. I'm like one of the few people out there, I guess, that like Luigi versus Pac-Man, and people just make me feel like shit for not liking this more than that. So I don't know. I don't want to fucking do this. I'm good. I don't see how it works visually anyway. So I'm good. Cool thumbnail though. Although this little
Luigi versus Pac-Man's fine.
Oh.
I feel like it just focuses a little narrowly on Luigi's Mansion for thematics.
That's fair. I think that's fair. I'm just talking generally like people outside of like my friend group and stuff like have made me feel shit. Okay. Mario versus Reimu. This has the same exact problem as what we were talking about earlier. Reimu's probably cool. I don't know Tohjo. It's the face of gaming versus some random indie RPG character. What?
No, Tohjo's not an RPG. Tohjo's a bullet hell.
There you go. Master Hand versus the Animator. Personally, I'm more of a fan of Master Hand versus Polygon Man.
If the actual YouTube channel for Animation versus Animator did this as an animation, that would be cool. I don't personally want to try to pull that off.
Yeah, that's fair. Rick Taylor versus The Mask. We talked about this earlier. I think this is really cool. This is a really cool fight.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
The Mask is funny.
Gigas versus Flowey.
Fucking. Isn't this just Frisk versus Ness, but like the main enemies, I guess? I don't know how you'd visualize a Gigas fight.
So the little fucking cat in the tube, that's Gigas, as we see him in Mother 1, I think. And then the thing in the background is Gigas as we see him in Mother 2 in Earthbound.
Earthbound, yeah.
When you got to go back in time and kill him while he's still a primordial like sludge. I don't know. I don't know how you would properly portray Gigas, and it's also like he's not much of a character, is he?
No, he's more of a plot device, really.
Because it's like there's a little bit of story to him of like you got to play music for him because like his human parents or whatever played music for him, but other than that, like I don't think we know a lot about him.
Yeah, that's about the extent I feel too. Yeah. Flowey's cool. I like Flowey versus the princess. I think I've been sold on that. I think that'd be a fun episode to do, but I don't know. I don't really see how he'd work with Gigas. I can't visualize a Gigas fight. When we talk about this one, I feel like we'd have more to say on this one. Donkey Kong versus King Kong. I think this is fun. I think this is a cool idea.
It's neat. I don't mind it. I don't get a whole lot out of it, but I think it's fine. I think the main thing is that like the original King Kong is pretty influential for a good reason. Good movie. Skull Island's not bad, and I don't mind the Godzilla Kong Monsterverse movies. Most Kong media is kind of fucking butt-ass garbage.
But
like most of the cartoons fucking suck, the video games fucking suck, a lot of the movies fucking suck. I don't really want to research all that.
What? But Don.
It's like, yeah, King Kong might have like a neat feat from like an old thing, but most of his appearances, he is kind of just a big gorilla, where it's
big
like Donkey Kong
monkey.
has like an actual like arsenal and forms and like abilities and shit that he does.
I don't know. I think it's funny though. I get like the comparison makes sense. I think even if like looking into like his shitty stuff is gonna suck because it's shitty. At least it's like I think it could be interesting just because like I don't know what a comp King Kong has and like what they can do.
I think what's worse is that most of his impressive stuff is probably just from scaling to Godzilla.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or like his axe, which comes from a Godzilla.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, he's got his gauntlet. He's got his epic gauntlet.
He's in Fortnite, Don. He's in Fortnite. He'll match.
He is in Fortnite. That's true.
So there you go. Peak idea. I like it.
Donkey Kong's gonna get one of those barrels with the balloons in it, and then King Kong's gonna jump on it and go, anyway,
more pointer hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
Knuckles versus Ancient Minister.
No.
Moving on.
It's thematic. I understand the core theme. I can wrap my head around it. Why would we do this over any of Knuckles' other matchups? Why would we use the Ancient Minister? Why would we not just call it Knuckles versus Rob?
Because it is just Rob. That's
Yeah,
just
that's
Rob.
just Rob. Like, sorry, spoilers for like 2008 Super Smash Brothers Brawl for anyone who hasn't finished the Subspace Emissary. But it's also like, if we're doing Rob, it's Rob versus Raditz. That's a hill that I'll die
that's the
on.
peak one. That's the peak matchup.
I can't. That said, I won't shit on this one and then say Rob versus Raditz is unironically peak. That's just my
What?
my shit post.
What? What? What?
But I like Raditz.
No, I like Knuckles versus Piccolo. That's like the big Knuckles fight I'd like to do.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I do too.
Okay, King Pig versus King K. Rool. I have thoughts on this one because I know they did a blog not that long ago and they had King Pig win. I think that's wrong. I think that's pretty wrong.
I think the main thing is just it's hard to argue that King K. Rool doesn't just scale to the Mario cast.
A little bit, yeah.
Because like, if you argue that Donkey Kong scales to the Mario cast, which he should, they've competed plenty of times. Mario and him have fought before. Or Cranky Kong, who's kept up with Mario before, who should be probably weaker than regular DK. King K. Rool has kicked Donkey Kong's ass before.
He fights evenly with Donkey Kong all the time, yeah. I think
like in fucking Donkey Kong Country 2, doesn't DK get kidnapped because K. Rool just comes in and kicks the shit out of him?
Yeah. Yeah. I like K. Rool a lot. I have fondness for Angry Birds just because I remember like playing like the games on like my mom's old iPhone. And I think it'd be funny. Like I can visualize them fighting over like food and having like all their armies and stuff, like the Kremlings versus the pigs. I think that'd be fun. And like I said, I like K. Rool a lot. So I wouldn't be opposed to this, though. I'm pretty sure we'd have a controversial verdict because I'm pretty sure King K. Rool wins, and I don't know if that's the consensus. But that's about where I'm at with it. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Samus versus Citron. Why would we do Citron? What? Were we born yesterday?
You know, I get the feeling this being the third entry with her now in just this like lineup. I think maybe the people want to see Samus.
Maybe the people want to see Samus. I mean, I do too. Maybe the people do.
Maybe.
Fucking Adam. We need to talk, Adam.
We're not doing Pauline versus Hatsune Miku.
We're not doing Pauline versus Hatsune Miku.
As a matter of fact, I am going to here and now say Pauline ban list. Not happening.
Never happening. There you go. Never happening. Okay, let's end this off with probably not a banger. I'm gonna be honest. Deadpool versus Postal Dude.
No.
Postal fucking sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it
Revisionist
does.
history. Postal Dude fucking sucks. I'm so tired of people glazing Postal.
I know there's like a million people in our circles that are going to be like, "What? But Postal's my scrunkly game." Oh, but you just don't understand how the
Postal's
cool parts
like
of it. How you can play it
for no reason and
Oh,
stupid
but Aqua,
and
you can
gross
play it
and
without
ugly.
doing that. Oh,
I don't
but Aqua,
care.
you
That's
can
the
you can do
appeal of the
pacifist
game.
run.
The appeal of the game is doing the gross shit. I hate it.
Oh, but Aqua, no, you just don't get it. You just don't get it.
I hate it. Deadpool's fun, but I love the guy. I think it'd be fun if somebody other than Death Battle did him and did like a proper like in-depth analysis on who he is as a character more than just like the jokey guy. But I don't fucking want to do Postal Dude. And I'm tired of people
All right,
acting
so
like
that we
Postal
don't end
Dude's
off on
goated.
this, Brad wants me to bring up Mr. Mosquito versus Buck Bumble. That's kind of funny.
That is funny. That's
Kinda
funny. I know, that's funny. Mr. Mosquito.
Hell yeah.
But Donnie hasn't appeared in a modern game yet? What is that in reference to, Nero? Okay, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, Aqua.
thank you all for watching the stream. I know we probably had a lot more negative things to say about this one, but you know, a lot of you know, no, not you know. If you like these ones, more power to you. We're just giving our thoughts. That you signed up for.
And if you don't like the matchups we like, you're dumb and wrong, and we're gonna get you.
Thank you all for watching.
We're gonna get you.
And talking about fucking just was so retro.